Yes, I'll be in Vegas.
and we'll most likely be in a new place soon. I'm going to be out of my
Mm-hmm.
RV for a while,
Yeah.
so we'll be actually in a new location. I won't be. I'm not in my RV now.
Mm.
I'm obviously here in the studio. Shade, let's hit on the Vince McMahon situation for a
Okay.
moment.
We'll do it.
Got a couple things I want to cover today.
Yeah, that's a long story
We're
there.
waiting on Sadie will be joining us soon. She's she's running a little bit late today. So I want to ask you, what was your reaction to the
Mm.
situation with McMahon, and is it something that's going to affect him, affect the WWE for a while, or is it a
Well,
passing thing, or what is your impressions on that?
I don't I don't think it affect a lot of the people involved as far as the wrestlers to go. It's going to affect the obviously the finances and maybe even Triple H a little bit, but and maybe actually even some of his old hands that was there.
Yeah, and it's going to affect a lot of people.
Laurinaitis for one of
And
them.
I didn't really, well, I've always heard an old saying that things are alleged until they're proven.
Mm-hmm.
This is a situation where I really don't understand how you can prove it. It's
Well,
just a he said, she said type of thing, and that's been going on for a few years now with the Me Too movement and that.
took Cosby down.
But Vince McMahon, the old saying that I was getting ready to tell you was that I've heard all my life was, where there's smoke, there's fire.
It usually is.
And McMahon has
Usually
been
is.
in this
Yeah.
situation before with situations like that, with women accusing accusations, and I just
Yeah.
think the situation don't look good for him and
No, they don't.
anyone involved in
Don't.
that deal. And more than anyone else, uh, Laurinaitis, obviously.
Yeah.
And now they're saying that Pritchard is kind of off the map now, as being, because it was said, I think Ronda Rousey had a tweet go out that said,
She did.
or an
She
X
did.
tweet that went out. It said that pretty much if if Pritchard was there, it was McMahon's avatar, which makes sense also,
Hmm. Mm, mm.
because Bruce has been with Vince for a long time, and they, when you work somewhere a while,
They have a tight.
you get a sort of
They
a,
tight. Yeah, they tight.
when new people come in, you're still with that old, and I've experienced it in my life with my jobs I've had. You're still under that old regime. You have a,
Well, Zach, there's a certain alliance and loyalty you give to an old boss that
yeah,
you worked
you're still
with
going to be
for
pretty
years.
much a um. Hello,
Mm.
Sadie. I'm glad you could join us this
Hey,
morning.
Sadie. Sadie. Miss Sadie. Miss
Good
Sadie
afternoon,
running late
guys.
this
I've
morning.
got so many things going on,
Good
but
deal.
I
Good
was
deal.
determined to make this podcast.
We was talking about the Vince
Oh
McMahon
my God, what a shit show, right?
thing that happened a couple weeks ago, where he's out, he's gone, he's going to be erased from all
Should
that.
be if guilty.
And Shade and I was just discussing it, and I think that it's going to be something that's going to affect the company, TKO,
Mm.
and the underlyings of that. And I'm not sure about Triple H, how that's going to affect him. The only way that would pretty much affect him is he's a
Bad
son-in-law,
situation he's in.
which I don't know how you react to that kind of situation.
Yeah, that
But
ain't.
you guys, and
Go
we've
ahead,
talked
Sadie.
about right here
Go
before,
ahead,
he's a
Sadie.
lowlife and scumbag. I mean, haven't they already found him guilty in other cases? Come on.
Mm.
I mean, his own daughter and son knows it. It's basically always about his willing his power and
Yeah.
money on
Yeah.
innocent. Seriously? We're
Yeah.
talking about shitting on someone's head here and documenting it for God's sake. Really, Zach? I'm surprised you're not all
Bad.
over this one.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a thing. We'll just have to sort of wait and see type thing. And Vince McMahon has been the face of wrestling for
You're
decades.
right. He has, Zach.
But it's funny how money can turn you into a situation where you think you can get away with anything. That's pretty much how what money does to people, and and we all love it. We all like to have a lot of it, but sometimes it can make fools out of people.
Yeah, it can.
And
Yeah, it can.
power and money, not a good combination for
Especially that
some
power.
people.
Especially that power.
And the older we get, the worse it gets. Apparently, I've never had that. I've never had to have that. I've never had that problem before, so I don't. No shade. I know you. I don't have shade money. So
Yeah, I have that jade money. I got that. Hey, I ain't got that hot money.
oh
I ain't got that Zack hot money.
Neither of you are homeless. Well, Zack drives around in an RV.
I ain't got that hot money. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Testify, brother.
Uh,
Testify.
all right then.
Testify. Yeah. Go on out there to Vegas. We'll spend some of that hot money.